Yeah. Yes? You back in the game? Okay. Good. Audio. Maintaining. Steady. Steady. Just had Chick-fil-A. I had the spicy chicken sandwich, 10-piece, and fries. That's about all I had to eat today. I have to work out later, but I'm not making it a low-calorie day. I'm making it like a maintenance day. Did 10,000 steps. I'm going to do my chest. I was supposed to do it yesterday. I couldn't do it. So that's that. I can tell the sodium really hits. It hits hard. But that's okay because that's the way the cookie crumbles. We need to be fueled. We need to analyze Ghislaine Maxwell's testimony. No, just kidding. Just pled the fifth the entire time. They even asked her like 25 questions in, do you intend to answer all the questions in the affirmative that you're invoking your Fifth Amendment right to avoid, self-incrimination, et cetera, and so forth? And she's like, on the advice of counsel, I invoke my right. I'm like, then the lawyer's like, actually, yes, she does intend to answer all the rest. So we don't have to do this anymore. No more questions. Thank you. She's playing it like allegedly she will say whatever the president wishes for her to say in testimony, which kind of insinuates I'll lie for you in exchange for clemency. What she meant to say, this is a statement from representation allegedly of Ghislaine, I will testify with the protection of clemency. Being that if I testify, I could incriminate myself. I want clemency and complete, immunity from, self-incrimination for the sake of my testimony. And then they buy her off a little bit more. Privately behind doors, there's a GoFundMe. There's some weird, like, get Ghislaine back on her feet sort of thing. Can you imagine Ghislaine Maxwell's in jail? Well, you can imagine this is true. You don't have to imagine it. Imagine a friend of yours is in jail for trafficking cocaine. They can't find any of the actual hold on. Your friend's friend gets in trouble with trafficking cocaine. While he's in jail, he dies. They accuse you of aiding him in trafficking cocaine. He never goes to trial. None of the none of the cocaine is found. Okay. There's no evidence that you did anything. Wait, this is a horrible analogy. You can make it about murder. Your friend's in jail for being a hitman. And you set up the hits. That doesn't make any sense either. What exactly is Ghislaine Maxwell in jail for? She's in jail for aiding and abetting the trafficking of minors for the sake of sex with one guy. Because no one else has been charged. She's charged with trans-state, cross-state lines, federal sex trafficking of minors. Not even for herself. She's such a mom. So selfless. Like, I just think about you, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, my beautiful little boy. Do you need a suckle? Do you need a little bit of? No? Okay. I found you a wonderful girl, 17 years old, from Palm Beach Day School. She says she wants $800. I said $600. We settled at $700. Okay, $700 for the massage. Fantastic girl. So this victim, quite the haggler, this woman sets up all these things. No one else gets in trouble, just her. There's civil settlements with victims after the fact, even though none of them end up coming to go after Epstein. It's weird. They don't get to name names. I gotta look something. Okay. Sound, dude. Why is the sound? I can't put down the mic once, it gets messed up. Hold on. We're back. So okay, so the victims are okay, so she brings these victims. So this victim, Carolyn Adriano, that she was 14 when she first went to Epstein's Palm Beach home, eventually visiting over 100 times with a gun to her head for money. I'm sorry. It's awful. And then she brought her friends with her to be raped and tortured as well. That's just so stupid. I'm sorry. So I understand Stockholm syndrome. You keep going to the guy's house over 100 times to be touched inappropriately, and then you are so horrified that you want to bring your friends you don't really like over so they too can be touched by the devil. And she was paid for these visits. She also said she was addicted to substances. Okay. Kate, I don't have a name for her. Carolyn Adriano. Kate, she testified that she was 17 when she met Maxwell, groomed her for sex acts. Yeah, I don't know. This is all kind of weird. Not a fun hill to die on, I guess, but it's just that, do any of these victims talk about other people? I don't understand what sex trafficking to Jeffrey Epstein for massages. They were paid for it, and there's no Where are the other guys? This is so confounding to me how there's all these like statutorily underage victims of this one horny guy who got rich in really weird ways and died in jail in an even weirder way, allegedly. Or maybe he's in Israel. And this woman is just taking the brunt end of it. But all these other people are like, no, they just were friends. They didn't do anything. Bill Clinton, Prince Andrew, like who paid, I think, Virginia Giuffre like $30 million, I want to say, in a private settlement, something like that. But there's no criminal, stuff. Like Ghislaine wasn't actually raping these girls. The allegations are like Ghislaine brought them over and paid them. And then whatever happened between Jeffrey and them, like whatever. And Ghislaine was abusing them by paying them because they were underage. And then these women would go on later in life, a couple of them, to do this to other men, where they would have sex with them for money and then accuse them of rape and then have settlements. Very disturbing. Extremely. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Can you tell? It's like eating the Chick-fil-A just got me like I'm drugged. I feel like one of Epstein's victims right now. They put something like tryptophan in the Chick-fil-A. There's a lot of tryptophan in fried chicken. I know turkey there is. I feel drugged. I feel sleepy all of a sudden. I took 50,000 IUs of vitamin D. Am I experiencing kidney failure right now? Is there a lot of calcium in those chickens? Oh no. Uh-oh. It's slow to get into the groove tonight. I guess I'm just I think Ghislaine has great tits. I think she's so distinguished. She has such like the posh of posh accents. This sort of like Connecticut English accent. It's just lovely. And they're saying that she is a facilitator of taking advantage of like young girls for the sake of rape. Okay. Can we get her clemency though? Is it a bit disconcerting that Jeffrey Epstein wasn't like one of the books she read like before she was taken in, like she was at a purposely reading with a paparazzi around her before she was arrested. She hadn't been charged yet with a book about like Mossad or something. Her late father trying to extort $400 million from Mossad. Isn't it something to that degree that she is forced to stay in jail as part of the agreement? Like she has to just be shut up. There is no Israel for her to go to. She can never, It seems like Robert Maxwell is like embarrassed by his Jewishness. He didn't talk to people about it. Clinton is willing to testify under oath. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. What are you supposed to do? The guy's a creep. He's, horny. I just feel like Ghislaine is not like aware of like she's doing something horrible. She's not supposed to be in jail. I don't know. Ghislaine's like a national treasure. She's like Princess Diana if like she got dealt the wrong deck of cards, which she did because her family killed her for embarrassing them by dating a Muslim. But you know what I mean? Like She could be America's sweetheart right now. You know, she could be like a victim of Jeffrey. A lot of these girls met Bill Clinton, like Prince Andrew, talked about all these people. She's accused of trafficking them for sex for Epstein, knowing that they were, like, statutorily speaking, why would Jeffrey implicate himself in that regard without any other, like, you know? Didn't he buy like 52 gallons, more than that, like a ton of sulfuric acid for his ranch in Arizona or New Mexico? Isn't it interesting that there's a recent news story about Bannon, his bathtub at his Miami property? Bannon was a producer on Seinfeld. Kind of interesting. That Bannon's like jacuzzi tub had like acid all over it. Like there was damage from acid, like sulfuric acid. I don't know. It's intense. Hold on one second. If I can back. Oh, bro. Is it back, Mike? I'm just so sleepy. It's like one of those Mondays. I feel like death. I miss just Lon. I want an it girl. I want Ghislaine to be free. I want her to be like doing tours. I have a feeling she was persecuted to keep her quiet, so she's not going to get to do any of that shit. Dude, she's like, the other guy got killed. Something doesn't add up here. You know? The other guy also kind of sounded like a very, like a normie tard. You know, his like recent video where some black guy gives him a kiss in prison on his like prison video chat thing. And he's like talking about how he got herpes. He thought it was disgusting. He seems like such a normie tard. He talks about how like great philosophers didn't write because it like isolated their thinking into like a straight line. It was the rigidity of like a topic and a thesis. I'm like, dude, you're fucking kind of like midwit, like pseudo-intellectual. And yet has unbelievable repertoire with convincing agencies of the government, et cetera, and so forth, to work with him. I don't quite understand it. I don't even know with his money, which $500 million is not, you know, it's a lot, but it's not, you know, where the fuck his like angles came from. If there is multi-agency programs to traffic young girls to get compromat on powerful People, there's no way that Ghislaine's ever going to see the light of day. She's going to like get out and then she dies when her brakes fail. Little doggy over there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling just so I'm just like, well, I don't even some days you just don't have it. Is it testosterone increase? Is it finally making me feel retarded? Is this like kind of the affirmation that I should not be on it? And net slows me down. I mean, I can function, you know, on the show with 100. It got me going. I felt elation again. Then I got anxiety. I was anxious every fucking day. I wanted to get off the testosterone. Anxious every day, fat on testosterone. What's the point of that? Trying to resolve this issue. You know, what is a boy to do? What is a young boy to do? Right? Oh, sorry. The outside isn't open, little one. Maybe later. I'm doing the show. Hello. Well, hello. How are you? Yeah, a little rub down. A little rubby. A cute one. My favorite is when she sleeps in like my armpit with like upside down where her face is back and she's just like splayed out. Like it's the coziest thing in the world. I love that dog. It's a reminder to be nice to animals. Be nice to animals. Be nice to women because they're retarded. They don't know any better. Be nice to Ghislaine. Let her free. Let her be an accessory like of a den mother to clavicular on Kick. You know, let her become like Caitlyn. What was her name? Caitlyn Jenner. Not Caitlyn Jenner. Who's the mom? Hey, keep it down. It's turn it off. Turn it off. can't think. Who's the den mother for the Kardashians? I don't know. Just whoever. Just be that. Be that to Jake, Paul, and company. I don't know. I'm so tired all of a sudden. What the fuck? I'm not happy with my performance this evening. I'm so not happy with it. I'm stressed out the fuck with Fresh Networks is reporting tomorrow. Can you like see in my face like my eyes are like getting droopy? Am I dying? Fresh Networks, all the SaaS companies, particularly CRMs were crushed this week. The thing is, like, if you have a company and you're like do something else, you need a CRM. You're not going to manage your own CRM and update it. I think that's stupid. At least right away. AI can do lots of things, but the idea that that's going to go away and companies are just going to have their own proprietary CRMs, it's a nominal payment. You're paying very small amounts for enterprise CRMs. It's not that big of a deal. You want them to do all the background updates and have them do the ASIC chips to have their thing optimized for you and not you optimizing your own CRM. It sounds like a fucking nightmare. You're constantly thinking of innovations for your CRM. All you have to do is ask the CRM, hey, we want to add this option. Can you do that? Because there's a bunch of other companies that probably already have that idea that have suggested that to Salesforce or whatever, and they're already working on it. And you're busy selling boxes for like a drop shipping company or something. You don't have time for that shit. So February 10th, tomorrow, after hours, Fresh Networks is going to go above $10 a share. Mark my words. Well, maybe not, but that's a fun bet. Hello, little cutie bear. Little submarine coming underneath my chair. Little cutie. You want a little thigh rub? Ooh, we got a little thigh rub. Ooh, we got a little chicken wing. We got a little chicken wing here. Oh, yes, we do. We got a little chicken wing. Sweet jambalaya. We got a little chicken wing, girl. That's what scared me today with my friend's wire, which still hasn't happened. She said she went to the bank. They said she was at the bank to check on why it didn't go through. Said there was a fraud issue. I'm like, you're the account holder. She's like, well, they just want to make sure it goes through. It should work. Hit tomorrow. I'm like, what are you talking about? Fraud? They're like, well, they'll call me and verify it tomorrow. You're at the bank. It's 4:00. Fraud prevention's open. Sit down with the banker and deal with it. It's my money. Give me back my fucking money. It's just insane. It helps with potential margin call if Fresh goes to like $5 tomorrow. My cost basis is like 12. So when it's at 8, my cost basis is at 12. I know. What are you thinking? I think it's worth $17 to $20. Like, discount it by 30%. Okay, fine. It's worth $14 with AI taking over every form of application. The problem with that, of course, is that AI is a standalone without back-end development, isn't really doing that without like iterations. And there's too many people wanting too many different things for that to really happen at the moment. In the future, yes, it's possible. Single node, multi-dimensional self-improvement from AGI. But not right now. So don't give up on SaaS just yet. I'd even argue there are going to be new SaaS companies in the interim. The scaling of AI in juxtaposition with the capital expenditures for the scalability of hyperscalers, like the actual building of the infrastructure, is, they're capitalizing the balance sheet. These things are like far out far out there. Like massive debt. Massive capital expenditure. Far out there. Far. 10, 20-year terms. Who was thinking about coming out with a bond? Like Google's coming out with a 100-year bond. Motorola did that. It's not a good thing. They did it in 1997. It was not good. Bad idea. Of course, I don't think anyone's going to supplant Google per se out of nowhere. The people that replaced Google were like Apple, but Apple is already around. I could see Microsoft having the first phone that's like, they'd like to get back in the phone game. A phone that is not an operating system. It's just a single node. I like that. How long have I been streaming for? I'm really fucking tired. 37 minutes, but like most of it's dead air because I had to go poop and then I had to go downstairs and get the girl that's going to be Anthropic's AI moral like executive to determine safety and like which pictures you can enlarge the breasts of and like whether nipples are allowed to show and that's inappropriate. Literally looks like the girl from Resident Evil, the little blonde girl that's like, no, what happened is we allowed some of you to live and some of you to die. We can't let you leave yet. The experiment is not complete. What is our chance of survival? Well, you have my sympathies. I was mixing the android from Alien and Hal from Space Odyssey, whatever, 2001. And then of the girl, I can't remember her lines from the original Resident Evil with Mila Jovovich, who was the best Blue Lagoon girl, in my opinion. Just fucking a knockout. I swear that I thought she married Paul Thomas Anderson, and I think she married another person, a director with the same name. Another 3-name director, like Paul something. Hold on, let me check this out. I was really depressed when I found this out. I was like, you're not single anymore? Hold on. Paul Anderson, W.S. Anderson. Yeah. Confused me. What does she look like these days? Let's look at Amelia. Her song, Alien song's pretty good. Women get filler and then look like weird. She's still doing the alien shit. There's just this thing that women lose when they get older. It's like, hey, keep it down, bitch. I'm just kidding. Just keep it down, please. There's this rough picture of her. She looks so rough. Oh, it looks like my grandmother. And her hair looks thin. Oh, it just does not look good. I don't like it. I don't like that picture at all. That's frightening. That's why men, absolutely frightening. Bro. She looks weird, man. She looks like a teacher at a public school that molests a child. This 2024 pick. Dude, what is wrong with her? What a freak. Dude, she just looks like so basic. It's frightening. She looks like she rapes like 17-year-old boys. Rape. God bless her. Let me see. Their pictures together, Paul and Amelia, they're all touched up and weird and airbrushed. It's so weird. And she has that, she's like losing tons of weight, and so she has this like rib cage, bony boobs, and they look like the meth boobs that don't have any inflation. It's just, dude. That's what love is, though. Love is liking that. Her daughter looks like her. No, not really. That's busted. Oh, well, you know, nothing lasts in this life, right? Nothing lasts. It's tragic. All right, I'll go spend time with my friend. Huh? I am going to. I'm doing it. You don't have to listen on my podcast. Eavesdrop on it and then have me have a conversation with you off camera. Dude, so tired. All right. Hold on one second here.